I don't know if you can see this or not, but tonight... What's tonight, Cher? Wednesday? So like the
25.
25, 25th. Wednesday the 25th of July, 2018. And right now we're camping out on the Bonneville Salt Flats. We're about 5 miles out. Alright, and this is looking right straight, I would say pretty much right straight east right now. Not exactly sure what those lights over there are. Okay, right now this is the tent. You can see this right, what I'll show you in a second. I'll put the flashlight on. And that right there is looking right straight south towards Wendover. Somewhere in there is the Speedway, Bonneville Speedway salt flat, where the road comes out, goes out onto the salt, the pavement, and then at the end of that pavement is the sign where it talks about the Bonneville, right, maybe? Mm-hmm. Says things like when it started and what the fastest speeds were. And
yep.
I'm shining it right towards you right now, where you
That's
can't
right.
see it. So we went off the end of the road. We've been here several times and have run motorcycles out here and stuff, and topped out one of our ventures out here. And this is just an overnighter. Something we've always wanted to do, bucket list thing. And camping out on the flats, the old camping out on the flats routine. So there's Wendover, about 5 miles out away, and we're on the salt right now. By the way, there was some talk that I was reading about Speedway this year. Right now, FYI, right now, right underneath maybe just the dry, maybe an 1/8 of an inch of dry salt, it's wet, okay? It is wet. Now, and our feet right now are caked with salt. And what do you got? Maybe I've got probably an extra 1.5 pounds of salt on the bottom of my feet right now. Tippy's got probably about the same amount. We can see pretty good. It's probably 90. I would say it's 90.
Yeah, 90.
90, 95.
90,
yeah, 90-ish right now. Got a breeze. Let's see here. I'm going to say breeze coming slightly from the north, mostly from the west. It's not a real heavy one. It's not going to be a real... but thankfully it's a dry heat.
Yes. It's the proverbial, it's a dry heat. There is truth to this.
We got our tent. We got the tent and stuff all set up. I'm going to turn on a flashlight here. At least you can see. Go stand over there by that. Go stand over there by that. Here. She's got her little sandals and stuff on. I'm pretty. There we go. Like
to see the bottom of
yeah, you want to see the bottom of her feet. This is just protected. Wait. Let me shine the light a little bit different here so they can see this thing. All right. Now let's lift your foot up. Oh yeah, there's a good 3/4 of an inch. That's a good. Do it again, sweetheart. There's a good 3/4. Here, can you see mine? I'll hold on to my arm for a minute. Let me see. Let me just put my foot here. I haven't got really good balance anymore, so I can't really do this. All right. I don't know if you can see this from the... There's a big chunk of it just fell out. Mine's more like about 1 inch thick on the bottom of my foot. I'm telling you, these shoes, each one of my riding shoes weigh about another pound, a good pound. There's a good pound of salt in it. That salt that you see right there that's falling off the bottom of our feet, them clumps, that's wet. That's wet muck. And if you can look across the salt here, you can see our tent. All right, this is our tent on the salt. All right. Cher's got her. Let me show you what Cher's wearing. Turn around, baby, so these people can see. Turn around so people can see your back. This is your cruising for St. Jude. Digging down it, cruising. She's children's. Just lost her light. Cruising for St. Jude. Wait, turn back around again. Do a little styling here, so they can see what you're riding. These shirts. This shirt came from. It says Children's Hospital. It's all about the kids. It is too. This is Louis Kramer, also known as Dragon Rider, a good friend of ours. That's where he does this. He gets these shirts up and stuff. Tail of the Dragon 4, Vogel State Park, cruising for St. Jude. Right now, that shirt is out 5 miles out from here. Just a minute. 5 miles out that way. That way, right there. That's where the trailhead is at. Can you see it out across the salt? It kind of reminds me of a lake. It's really eerie stuff. First time you ride on it, man, you go flying across this at 130 miles an hour. I want to bring Maggie out here instead of Tweaks. I want to bring Maggie out here because I think Maggie. Matter of fact, I know Maggie. Maggie will top. Maggie has no problem tacking out in fifth at 176 miles an hour. I would love to bring her out here, and easily, I've got enough space right now here. I wouldn't want to do it on this muck, but because it might be a little slick or whatever. But I know she'll do 200. I know for a fact she will. She has no problem tacking out at 176 and fifth tacked out. She's got a whole other gear to go. She'll break too, and she's one of the early models before they put the speed limiter on. We're gonna do that, ain't we, baby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're game, aren't you?
What?
To bring her out and try.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm not gonna ride that.
Yeah. I wouldn't plan on. I think they said Speed Week is in another week, unless this stuff is going to dry out. I don't know. I don't know if the salt's going to be any good or not. I really don't. But right now it doesn't look good. The stuff is pretty nasty. We're going to spend the night out here. We're going to sleep overnight in our tent. There's a sleeping bag. There's Tippy. You want to see me? I don't know if you can see me. You want to see me? You want to see me? I don't have any clothes on. Can you see? Go look behind that camera, sweetheart. See if you can see. See if you can see me. See me in that. Can they see?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got my riding pants and boots and stuff, shoes on, but no shirt. I go naked. Can you see me?
Yeah.
It's the salt.
Yeah. Yep.
There you have it. There you have it. Oh, it's backwards. You can't see that. I'm going to give you a 360 of it. Okay, this is back to that. Those lights way out there that way. That's on the other side. I think that's on the other side of 80, way out there. Can you guys see those lights way out there? Okay, so here's a clue for you. If you're going to come out here and try this, these are the things that we're discovering. It's a good thing we keep a. I didn't know there were bugs out here. There's a moth on the tent. Look at. We got a great big tarp that we wrap. Everybody knows this already. That we keep our tent wrapped up to keep it dry. See, there's the tarp, but right now it's serving underneath the tent. You're going to want to do that because you're not going to. If you come out here and this stuff is caking like it is, you're not going to want that all over your tent and inside of your sleeping bag and stuff like that. Let me see. What else? Oh, water. You're going to want to bring at least a gallon jug of water. Because this isn't lake. Like I'm used to riding on ice, screws in the tires and all that kind of stuff. Well, I got bad news for you guys. This is solid salt. and if you're going to break down out here, one of these days we are going to cross this puppy going that direction. When the salt is good, we're going to cross it. We're going to ride across it. But I would strongly suggest when we do that, we'll probably bring 4 or 5 gallons of water with us just in case. Because man, this is salt. Wow, it's freaky salt. It's really funny stuff right now. It's all textured. I don't know if you can see that in the light or not, but it must have rained really, really heavy recently because it's textured raindrops. What would you say that's like, honey? That texture is like. Yeah, but it's about a ½ an inch thick of texturing where that raindrop just pounded, and it's just got a dry crust on top, and then about a 3/4 of an inch muck underneath that, and then solid salt underneath that. It's kind of a weird stuff. Alright. Kind of warm too, ain't it? It's warm out here. And that wind kind of died down. I don't know. Look at that sky. Look at that sky up there. The moon's big. That's the clouds around the moon. Can you see it? Alright. Camping out on the Bonneville Salt Flats. Bonneville Speedway. That's it. This is where it's at. Right. Hey, what are we telling, babe?
Get out and ride.
Get out and ride.